then Afifa, read the title of our next chapter.
空を飛ぶ。Jack flies to the sky.
Yep, Jack, sorotobu. And then our next paragraph is going to go to Zapik.
天に舞い降りたプテラノードンはキラキラした、鋭い目でジャックを見た。舞い降りたプテラ。the pteranodon that uh, landed on the ground or
Yes,
flew.
he did.
Yeah.
He flew down to the ground. Oridu, right there, is the go down. And Mao is the kanji for like a fluttery dance. So it's saying it didn't go whoosh when it went to the ground. It more like fell like a piece of paper. It had like a very gentle kind of falling going on here. Some kind of like
Uh-huh.
whoosh type of idea rather than whoosh. He didn't crash land, in other words. And what did this Putradon do?
Looked at Jack.
Hi. How did he look at Jack?
鋭い目で with I'm not too sure about 鋭い.
Surudoi means sharp.
Yeah. So with sharp eyes. And kira kira is also like the onomatopoeia for sharp or shiny.
It can be, yeah, specifically shiny, but it does mean like glittery, shiny eyes. And the next line here, we'll go to Grayson.
僕にどうしろと言うんだろう。Okay. Okay, so we have 僕に and something to me or to Jack. I'm not really sure how to separate the rest of the hiragana.
It's a pretty hard sentence. I agree with that. So first off, we have daro. Do you know what that means?
Daro.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Daro is a vagueness modifier. It's commonly translated as probably or I wonder. I'd say in this context, I wonder makes more sense. But all it did is add vagueness to the sentence.
Okay.
So I wonder what it's EUing. Do you know what EU is?
Oh wait, is that words?
Yes, it is to say something. Kotoba.
Yeah.
So this Putteradon seems to be saying something with its look in its eyes because it stopped, looked at him really aggressively, and he says, I wonder what it's saying to me. And then he says, doshiro, which basically says, what will do? What are you planning on doing? To iundaro. So he's basically saying, I wonder what it's wanting me to do is probably what I believe what that is saying. Boku ni doshiro to iundaro type of idea. What is it telling me to do? Because he doesn't know. And since I was so hard, you'll get the next line as well, Grayson.
Huh?
Yeah, you get the go again.
Yeah, no, I just took a bite of food because I thought I was done.
Oh, it's all good if you're still eating
yeah,
and I can go
it's
to
okay.
someone else.
It's okay. のれ、解いているように見えるけど、でも僕が乗ったら重すぎて問えない、じゃないか。Okay. Okay. That's a lot. Yeah. So this is wait,
Mieru.
should I start with the verb?
Yeah, there's no subject in the sentence. It's contextual based. Just like the previous sentence didn't have a subject. We're talking about the putteradon though. That was our last
Okay.
topic. So that basically continues on until we get a new topic is basically how that works.
Right. Okay. So something about here we have the ite again. Something about saying and then looking and
So we got mieru. It does not mean looking.
it does not mean looking.
No.
The
But it's
A
similar
makes it
to
look like an
that.
L.
Well,
Being watched,
yes,
maybe?
to be seen.
Okay.
It is visible. So it can be seen, this information. So this is being used to describe what the main character, Jack, is seeing when he's looking over at the putteradon. It seems like the putteradon is doing what? This is what he saw. What does it look like the putteradon is doing?
No, that was nest, right?
Nope. Mess is mure. Well, that's
Oh,
flock. Nest is su. Nore is a conjugation of the verb noru,
oh wait, that
which
was
means
climbing.
it can be climb, you're correct. In this
Okay.
context, it is to ride. That's a noboru, specifically, to climb something. So we
Oh,
have
okay.
ride, and it's been conjugated with an e. So noru became nore. Do you know what form that is?
Is that the like command form?
It
Like you
is the
should follow?
command form. So ride. To itteru. What does itteru mean?
To say?
Saying, ing.
Saying.
So I'm looking at the putteradon, and it's as if it's saying ride me. So I can see that it seems like it's saying ride me, kedo.
What's kiddo?
Kedo. Yes, what is that?
That's what I was asking you. I'm not sure what it
Oh,
means.
sorry. That's a but.
Okay. But
So
wait, that's demo, isn't it?
demo. So languages,
Yeah.
Japanese and English are not the same language. They're
Yeah.
actually language separate. They actually don't even come from a original same language. So for example, English, Spanish, German, and those languages, all long time ago, used to be the exact same language. But Japanese is a language isolate and doesn't actually have any relationships between the other languages, but it is very close to China and Korea, so tends to be a lot of loan words and stuff like that between there, but they're fully separated. So because these languages are fully separated, it can be assumed that none of the words translate one to another word. So because of that, when you're getting a word in a dictionary and it says a word means word, this is not a fact. That is not what's going on here. We're giving you, this is why when you look at a word in dictionary, there's normally like 5 different definitions. This is because it's not actually what we're translating it as. They're just giving you as many words as possible that fit in certain contexts that it can be translated as that to kind of give you an idea of what that word means. But it's not going to be a one-to-one translation. So you're right that demo can be translated as but, just like kedo can be translated as but, and shikashi can be translated as but, and shikamo can be translated as but. Yes, they can all have that same translation, but all of them mean but in a different way, and it has to do with the different ways it's written in there and how the grammar interprets those buts. You could say mieru demo here rather than mieru kedo. The difference is slight enough that it's relatively interchangeable in this specific context. Demo feels a little bit more like you're putting self-blame onto yourself, which kedo doesn't really have that connotation to it. Because demo is literally saying this as a tool even. So even being able to see this, I feel blah, 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 blah. So it feels a little bit more like I said, self-blame. That's why you'll see demo with things like demoi, like yon demoi, is it okay if I read this? Or non demoi, is it okay if I drink that? Because it's more about even if I did this action, it would be okay. And demo sometimes is a little bit closer to like maybe like a so in the sentence. But in general, if you're starting a sentence with demo, comma, it's probably going to be translated as but. Same with but kedo is basically always translated as a but rather than like however or something. Those would more likely to be like shikashi or whatever. It sounds a little bit more aggressive. But literally what it is, kedo, is a this previous information, we're doing like a little bit of a contrastive word in between them. It is not a super polite contrastive, but it's not an impolite contrastive either. It's kind of right there in the neutral zone of contrastiveness, and it goes at the end of a sentence in a middle sentence conjunction kind of thing. So that is what it literally means. It is, I am a conjunction in the middle of a sentence that is here to offer up contrastive properties between these two sentences in a way that is not very, very informal, nor is it a way that is very, very formal. Thus, but.
Okay, but the kiddo is immediately followed by demo.
Yes.
That's the part that was confusing me.
This is because he's thinking right now.
Okay.
So I guess you could translate this like I could see that, however, but blah 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 blah.
Okay.
It's just he's thinking this. This is not the narrator talking. This is the main character thinking, and you'll use repetition words. This is kind of showing the difference between demo and kiddo, though they're both translated as but into English. But you can see the demo as like the beginning here. We're starting to go more into the boku part of this, going more into self-talking, versus the kiddo is focusing more on the putteredon in the sentence.
Okay. So wait. The pterodon is telling me to ride it, but boku ga nottara. Oh wait. Wait, this is the if form.
Yes.
If I write it.
はい。
重すぎて。
Hi, do you know what sugiru is?
Suki is normally to like something.
That's suki. This is a gi.
Suki.
G.
Oh, okay, wait. Sugiru. What does that mean?
Sugiru is to go past, and it is very commonly used as a compound word maker. It is something that you will probably see in a textbook at some point because it's such a common compound word maker that it basically means too much. So omo sugiru means way too heavy. To go past the level of heaviness.
Wait, so like if I try to ride the pterodon, will be too heavy to fly.
Exactly. That's exactly what it says. Perfect. And then the next paragraph line is going to go to Afifa.
迷ってないでやってみて。さっきの兄の声が聞こえたような気がした。Without getting lost, no, let's do it. Without getting lost?
Yeah, without getting lost, let's try it. Meteor tends to be translated as try. It's not the literal meaning of that word, but try is a pretty good approximate. So, mayo to get lost is used in a way that's not used in English to get lost, as it actually is used idiomically to refer to hesitating. Because when you're lost, you're hesitated on which way you're supposed to go. So in this context, most people would translate it as don't hesitate, just try it, rather than don't get lost. Because it's like your train of thought got lost. So it does mean to get lost. That is the literal meaning of the word. And then the idiomatic meaning is hesitation.
Mhm.
So, Annie no koi ga kikoita.
You heard Annie's voice
Perfect. And did he
from
hear it
earlier?
right now? Yes, from earlier. And then it says yona kiga shita. You know what kiga suru
It's
means?
like, yeah,
Yeah.
to
It's
feel
I
something.
feel like. So he feels like he just heard Annie's voice from earlier today when she said, "Don't hesitate, just try it."
Uh,
So basically, Annie said this earlier to him at some point in the book, and those words are echoing in his head about basically should he get onto the dinosaur. And his sister's voice is echoing, saying, "Do it." The next line is going to go to Zapik. I'll actually give you two paragraphs. Oop.
OK。ティナラサウルスはもうすぐそこまで迫ってきている。大きな歯がキラリと光った。よし、迷ってないで、やってみよう。The T-Rex is like almost coming to like that place. I guess it's referring to the treehouse.
Yeah.
まだ迫って、迫って、I'm not sure.
That's just the verb of the kudoing here to let you know the way he's doing it. It just is approaching.
Okay. So it's coming. 大きな歯が。歯 was teeth, big
Hi.
teeth.
Yep.
It's like shining in a kirari way.
Hi.
All right, don't hesitate. Let's do it.
Perfect. And the next line is going to go to Grayson.
略は、パタラドンの背中によじ登り、首にしがみついた。Okay, we have Jack. We have the pterodons, the inside of the wings. Or am I misreading? Say.
So this would be inside of the wings in
Okay.
this context since that's what the Pterodon looks like. It doesn't literally say the wings, right? It says sen no naka, which is just on the middle of his back, but that would be probably where its wings would be. Looks something like this,
Okay.
right? I don't know if it has a tail. It
No,
has
I read the word back as wings, but
Oh, sorry.
I
Same location.
I saw the top part and I was like, those are the wings, right? And I was like, I'm not entirely sure about that one. Yeah, okay. So the middle of the back.
Mhm.
Wait, Nobori. That was the to
Nobori.
ride or like to get
No,
on.
noru.
Wait,
Noboru. Noru.
yeah.
Noboru. You have another sound added here. Different words.
Okay, wait. Noboru was to climb?
Yes. And he
Okay.
climbs in a yojiru kind of way, which is like a clamoring on. It's like a kind of like, I don't know, kind of like your foot's up here too type of idea.
Okay, so he,
よじ登る。
okay. And what's the yoji?
So this is a compound word, so it's
Oh, okay, yeah.
adding meaning to the noboru in this context. Yojiru is to clamber up something.
Uh-huh.
And noboru is just to climb. So we're basically saying climb twice, but we're having a it's the yoboru feels like you're like it's like the claw your way up
Okay.
rather than
Okay,
just
so
like the climb up normally. So he's not like climb like how you would normally climb up a ladder. He's like "Ah!" a little bit.
okay. And then
首にしがみついた。
the neck. I'm not sure about the last two parts.
Hi, hi. So, ついた here from this compound word is to attach. つく. And Shigami is letting us know how he has attached himself to the location of Kubi. What is Kubi again?
The neck.
The neck. So he's attached himself to the neck. Do you think he used glue to do this? How do you think he has attached
He's
himself?
holding on.
He's clinging on, exactly. So the shigami here is like a metaphor from chewing or something like that. The idea is that he's really clinging hard to the neck of the putteradong. And next line here is going to go to Afifa.
プテラのドンが走り出した。And the Pterodon ran.
Yes, perfect. 走り出した. The putteradong began to run. And then the next line is going to go to Grayson again.
大きな翼を広げると、体がふわりと宙に浮いた。Okay. The big wing uh became what? Became
Hirogeru?
wide?
Yeah, hirogeru is the verb form of the adjective hiroi, wide. So somebody widened the big wings. Who do you think did that in the context that we have? Who widened the big wings?
The pterodon.
So, perfect. And right after the putteradon spread out its wings, what happened? 体が
Uh,
ふわりと
uh,
宙に浮いた。
I think that's the body.
はい。
Okay.
浮く, the verb here is to float.
Okay.
So what started the float?
The body of the
Perfect. And where did it float to?
I'm not sure what those words are.
Do you
Probably
know which
somewhere
one
in
is
the
it?
sky.
Is it fuwari or is it chu?
Chu has the knee after it.
You're correct. He floated to the chu. So fuwari is describing the way he did it. So if he did it like whoosh or whoosh. So fuwari is very whoosh. So it's like feels more gentle in the vibe of it. Chu, you might know uchu, which means space or the universe. Chu is like the space like above you kind of idea. The official translation is mid-air. So
Okay.
his body floated mid-air right after he spread out his wings. And the next line, which is really long, is going to go to Zapik.
はじめ、右に左に大きく揺れて、ジャッキは危うく落ちそうになったが、プテラノードンはすぐにバランスを取り戻し、空高く舞い上がった。At the start, they were like faltering in a big way to left and right. Jack,危うく, I don't know.
Almost. Normally in a dangerous kind of way.
So he almost was about to fall off, but the Pteranodon like quickly regains balance and flies high in the sky.
Perfect. Nice. And just letting you know for whoever had the demos, the butts, Ga is another butt. This is the polite butt. Hence why the narrator is using it. Rather than before we had Jack thinking. All the different butts. This is another contrastive conjunction in the middle of the sentence. Blah, 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 blah. Next sentence is going to go to Afifa.
見ると、ティラノサウルスが空に向かって口をぐわーっと開けていた。The Pteranodon looked down or looked below and saw the Tyrannosaurus faced towards the sky, and opened its mouth like glass.
Perfect. That's exactly what it's saying. And since with how like the narrated goes here, it might most likely, if this was being translated, it would probably say Jack looked down. It's not wrong to say that Putteradon looked down, especially since the previous sentence did have quite a bit of a focus on the Putteradon doing actions. This more just has to do with who's doing the absorbing, which is the narrator. Looks down. Which in this book particularly is a little bit confusing whenever who does what with those kind of narrated tones of stuff. And the rest of this paragraph is going to go to Zapik.
ジャックは乗せたプテラノードンは丘を一回りして谷の上を滑るように飛んだ。たくさんのアナトサウルスが巣の中の赤ちゃんの守っているのが見えた。So Jack who's riding the Pteranodon?
The Putteradon who Jack is riding. The opposite.
Oh, yeah. So it's rounding the cliff?
Yeah, the hill. So it does a
Yeah.
little loop. That's the hill.
As if it's like looking at down at the valley.
It's
flying.
It's flying as if it is Subaruing.
Isn't Subaru like looking or investigating?
I don't think so.
Ah.
I don't see that underneath that. Subaru is to slide.
Oh, okay.
The other possibility is to rule over, and that is theoretically possible if they want to say he was like a king ruling over
Oh yeah, I was
the
thinking
valley.
about it.
But I think it's slide. I think it's talking about
Yeah.
the flying. It's not like a flap, 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 flap kind of bird. It's more like a whoosh, whoosh, right? That's how the pterodon flies. It's not like a hummingbird. So I believe the subere here is more describing the whoosh, whoosh kind of flying, not that zzz, it's not flying like a bee, right?
I see.
That's what I believe what it's illustrating there. So it's flying above the valley like it's sliding through it as it
Yeah.
goes around the hill. And what do we see then once it went around that hill?
Well, a lot of baby. Oh wait, taxon. Yeah, a lot of the Anatosaurus is like 持っているの as if they're protecting all of the babies in
Yep, and
the
no
nest.
as if. It's just a statement. We can see them protecting their babies.
Oh yeah, yeah. 思っているのが Yeah, and you can see that.
Hi, hi, hi. Perfect. And the next line is going to go to Grayson.
谷の向こうの草原では、さっきのトリケラ、そうトリケラトパス、トラセラトプス
Hi, hi.
が、草を食べている。Um, um, okay, there's something about I think in front of the Triceratops, the Triceratops are eating
Oh,
the
Saki.
grass.
So Saki so Saki
Yeah.
does mean in front. That is correct.
Uh-huh.
When we add the glottal stop to it, it only focuses on the time phrase of in front. And
Okay.
in frontness as a time phrase has the opposite of the intuition that we'd feel like as English speakers. Where in frontness, like with my and stuff, is always being used to refer to the past for some odd reason. So the saki means earlier today, but it does literally mean the in front of thing. So it's not like it's not incorrect, but it doesn't make sense in English for what it's trying to illustrate in Japanese.
Okay, so like earlier
Yes.
the Triceratops were eating grass.
The Triceratops from earlier was
Oh, from
eating the
earlier.
grass. Sakino. So it's like that's just we have to add the from for English. It's just the earlier today's Triceratops. So they're just saying which Triceratops they saw, which is the one from earlier today. And he is at a location. Do you know where he is?
Sogen Day.
Hi, you're correct. He is in the Solgan. So this soul right here might be familiar since we just
That's
saw it
also
over
the
here with
grass.
Kusa. It is the grass. The difference is that this is basically saying grassy field or grassy plateau or something like that.
Mhm.
Sogen is a grassy field, a meadow. So he's in a meadow. Now, this meadow is located somewhere. Do you think it's in the valley or outside of the valley when we say Vani no Muko? Actually, do you know what Muko means? Whether it's in or out, I think doesn't make a difference. Depends on how you're translating it. Both are possible. You know what Muko
Um,
means?
I actually don't know Muko.
Muko is the opposite side of something. Basically, the mukus kanjis, which look something like this, all are used to refer to the direction you are facing in. So muku is to turn towards something, and muko is just the noun version of that. So if you are looking at something, that means that item is across from you. That's what that meaning means. That's what the word across means. If you are looking at something, the thing you're looking at is across from you. So the valley, right, is looking at something, which is the across. So across the valley, there is a grassy field. This could mean like there's a valley and then across it is the field, right? They facing each other. I think this might also mean like the other side of the valley, right? So type of idea. Something like that, but yeah, Bani no Muko. So the grassy field on the other side of across from the valley, there is a triceratops and he's eating grass. And then Afifa, next line will be for you.
すごいぞ、恐竜の国の大冒険だ。Amazing. Oh, is it the dinosaur country adventure?
Yeah. Wow, it's
Okay.
amazing. This was a grand adventure in the dinosaur country. Wow, And the next paragraph is going to go to Zapik.
ジャックは鳥になった気分だった。甘い香りの気持ちのいい風が頬を撫でていく。Jack felt as though he had become a bird. And like a delicious fragrance and a wind that feels nice.
What does the wind do?
What is ho?
Cheek.
Oh, it's like caressing his cheek.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect. And then the next line is going to go to Grayson.
Yao. Yao.
Yahoo!
Yahoo! ジャックは嬉しくなって叫んだ。よく寮の背中。Wait, I already read too far. Never mind. Jack 嬉しくなって。
はい。Do you know what this natte is?
That's the negative.
No, but it does look like
Oh.
negative. So negative is nai. The te
Right.
form of nai is nakute. This is natte. Right? There's a glottal stop here, not a ku in the middle.
Okay.
So the glottal stop te is actually the verb naru. Do you know what naru is?
Oh, okay. To become.
Hi. So to become ureshiku.
So happy?
Yes, to become happy. So Jack got
became-
really happy and sakendad.
Yes.
What does sakebu mean?
Oh, right. Okay, well the da is the desu.
That is possible. This could be sake des. That is 100% possible. That is not what this is right here. This is the verb sakebu in da form. Sakebu. But what you did is 100% possible. This is possible. Does not make sense for the sentence to say Jack is a sake, because he's not alcohol or whatever. So the second guess is that it must be sakebu, the verb. So they are identical.
So wait, Jack shouted,
Yes.
Yahoo! And
Yahoo!
became very happy. Yahoo!
Perfect. And then the next line is going to go to Afifa.
翼竜の背中に乗って空を飛んでいるなんて本当に夢のようだ。翼竜
Yokuryo. This kanji right here is tsubasa, wings, and ryu means dragon. But this ryu is referring to a dinosaur with wings. So it's whatever species a pterodon is, which is different than a dinosaur. Officially, if you're like a dinosaur nerd, you'd be like, actually, a pterodon isn't a dinosaur, blah, 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 blah. So they did that here in the Japanese version, where they're like, actually, it's not a dinosaur, it's a yokuryu, which is a totally different thing. But it's basically flying dinosaur. But that's not like its official name. Yokuryu is a peteroso. It's Pterosaur. That's what it is.
Pterosaur.
But if you just said it was a flying dinosaur, I'd give you full points because I'm not a dinosaur nerd.
Riding on the flying dinosaur's back and flying through the sky. It's really like a dream.
Perfect. Wow, flying through the sky is just like a dream. Oh, it's a picture. Bam. I think I'm going to have us pause here today. I just like it when we have like a picture to be like, oh, look, that's where we ended. Though this has been being really good at saving our spot. It's gonna pause here.